Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, I thought I'd show you guys this arcade cabinet I have, and I would also do some gameplay. Now the cabinet here is Beastbusters Second Nightmare. This is of course a sequel to the original Beastbusters game. Now the cabinet itself is pretty big. As you can see, it's taller than the other two cabinets that it's sandwiched in between. Depth-wise, it's probably just a little bit bigger than this thing right here. Now this is a shooter. Comes with two guns. Now the weird thing is there might be a 3-gun model, or maybe there was supposed to be a 3-gun model. The reason I say is because within the game you can select up to 3 players. So maybe that's a cabinet that, just didn't see the light of day. Who knows? The game itself is on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware. Now this cabinet I actually got in a trade. I got this cabinet along with this cabinet along with an empty cabinet which I sold, and I got a spare monitor. Yeah, I think I got all that for one game, and the game I traded away was Slick Shot. Anyways, this I think is a pretty good game. It's not a great game, but it's pretty good. I would say it's a poor man's version of House of the Dead. Now you can see the guns right here. They are different colors, so one of these was probably damaged in the past and they just purchased a new one. I think the darker color is the original color. Could be wrong. Pretty nice gun. I actually bought a spare gun not too long ago just so I could have it in case I need it for parts. These things are hard to come by, really hard. You got your grenade launcher fire button here. This is your reload trigger. Now the thing is, it seems, and you can see it right there, a majority of these guns, for whatever reason, always break on the handle. Not sure why. You can see right there's a crack going, and there's actually another crack up here. So, who knows? I don't see any cracks on this one. This one was probably broken. They probably re-glued it. Who knows? But at least I have a spare one, which of course the spare one also has the handle broken off. Oh well. So cabinets right here. This is one of those cabinets where the monitor is not in the back. It's actually down below. You can see it right there. That's the monitor. And there's a piece of reflective mirror up going at an angle right here, and that's how you get your screen. Whoever thought of that, I don't know. Probably a safety, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why they designed them that way. You got speakers up in the front, along with speakers right here on the actual gun. Now I disabled these speakers. I just felt a little too annoying, so I just have the speakers in the front. Here you can see instructions, still intact. Looks like, I'm not sure if this is part of the decal or maybe it just needs to become taken off and clean. These almost look like air pockets, but who knows. See if we can get a look on the inside. Let's open this up. Put a little tape right there just to keep it from opening. Can't see too much, but there's the hardware on the inside. Is this open? I don't think so. Yeah, it does. Just nothing but the manual in here. So it's a pretty good game. Like I said, poor man's House of the Dead in my opinion. If you're ever thinking of getting this cabinet, I'd say go for it. It actually does come apart. The front part here comes away from the back piece. Right now it's just pressed up against it, but there's supposed to be some brackets right here which hold it together. So it's really not that difficult in terms of delivery. You'll still want to have some help. take a look at the other side right here. Pretty much the same, not much of a difference. This is actually the first time I've noticed this crack right here. But, you know, no biggie. I could always super glue it. And like I said, it must be a known problem, because the replacement gun I have also has the handle broken off. So let's go ahead and get some gameplay here. Maybe I'll just show you the first level. And, you know, if this video does really good, gets a lot of views, maybe I'll do levels 2, 3, 4. I think there's 5 levels. But let me just turn this on and we'll go from there. Okay, here we are. Let's get some gameplay going here. Turn the speakers down just a little bit, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. But we'll go from there. And as you can see, that's what I told you. There were 3 players that could play this. So it's kind of weird. Now there are power-ups you can get. It's telling me to reload. So as you can see, you know, not exactly one of the best games out there, but still is pretty fun. Now what I don't like is you can see the trigger or the scope, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of moving up and down real rapidly. Not sure why it's doing that. It could be that the potentiometers are, you know, extremely sensitive. Maybe they need to be replaced. The reason I don't replace them is because I don't know which type it needs. And I don't want to have to take apart the gun right now. I've heard that they can cost up to 25 bucks to replace each. So you figure that's about 100 bucks if I replace both guns. Little devil dogs. Kind of remind me of the dogs from Resident Evil. Now, if I remember correctly, you do have the option to either have no blood, red blood, or green blood. I, of course, selected the red. It's kind of neat. You shoot the leaves and, you know, there actually is some reaction. And like I said before, there are speakers on the actual gun. I have them turned way down. Just because it's, you know, I don't care for it. Okay, we'll be coming up on the first boss right here. It's after these guys. Here we go, kind of like a big tentacle super squid. Now what happens is if you don't shoot quick enough, you'll actually get hit by these arms here. Let's see, I'll let it hit me. There we go. Obviously, you can tell the graphics are dated. This won't stand up to anything, especially released nowadays. However, back in the day, this was pretty high tech, I would say. people, weren't complaining. Some like killer grasshoppers here. Let's see, you got enough time for probably all level 2. We'll just throw a grenade. What I do like is you can shoot body parts, and certain body parts will explode, and it's not just the entire body. If you have a House of the Dead fix and you really want that cabinet, you're gonna pay some top dollar, even for the first one. I don't think I've seen them go less than probably $600. But this one, just because it's not as well known, you might be able to get it for, I don't know, a couple hundred if you're lucky. Of course, then you got the flip side where people say it's a rare cabinet and then they want top dollar. Pretty interesting type of monsters, some main bosses you got here. Oh, look at that, 70%, which they gave me a rank B. I wish when I was in school 70% was a B. Maybe we'll go to this next boss and that'll do it, at least time-wise. What I do like is that you got the blood that actually splatters on the screen. Adds a nice visual effect. Got some nurses, some zombie monster nurses. They kind of remind me of the monsters from, was it Silent Hill 2? It's the only Silent Hill game I played, so I don't remember if those are in the other games or not. Now what I like also is that you can shoot things in the background and power-ups will appear. For example, that. Here's the boss coming. Oh, thought it was the boss. Bunch of stuff going on right here. Alright, here he comes up again, only he's not in a helicopter. Would I trade this for a House of the Dead? Yeah, I would. But still, it's a good game. Let's see, which one is it? This guy kind of reminds me of a boss from Resident Evil 4. Can't remember the name of the boss, though. He's close to being finished off. And there we go. So I think that's going to do it for right now. Looks like we're getting up towards the 20-minute mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. But there you are, Beastbusters Second Nightmare. The first 3 stages. Fun game. I'd recommend buying it. If you can, get it for a cheap price. So, there you are. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.